can do that. Hey everybody, how you doing? So, listen, very exciting call for me today because we're actually going to take you through Posting Pilot. It's been through a few revisions to get to the point now where we've got something really stable, something that's working great, something that's only going to get better as well. We've already got like version 1, version 2, version 3, but we've got all stuff already in the pipeline because Matthew, our super duper prompt engineer, developer, programmer, I don't even know what you're called these days because it seems to
Just
change every.
Matt. Go. Matt works.
Yeah, the wizard, yeah. So he's got ideas as well that he keeps coming and he just keeps improving it on us. Right. So I'm going to kick it off like this. Me and my business partner, Eric Green, there, we've been in business a long time. The thing that we always see again and again and again, people join an online business, a network marketing company, an affiliate deal. They're all excited, right? But they need to promote their business. What happens? Get overwhelmed, get underwhelmed, don't know what to say, get scared of posting, struggle with the technology, all sorts of reasons. And mainly, I'm busy. I'm busy. Everybody's busy, right? I'm too busy, Paul. I want to get out of this job that keeps me busy, but I'm too busy to get out of this job. I can't even spend 10 minutes making some social media posts. So AI comes along and me and Eric think, well, this is the answer because we can sit people down and we can show them and say, look, go to ChatGPT. It'll give you a ton of ideas and you can take those and you can do it. And people still struggle to get that done. So we have got something here that I think is what I said earlier. I've got my jetpack t-shirt on. I think this is like a jetpack. We are solving those very real problems we are solving here now. So I'm pleased to introduce you to Posting Pilot and our wizard, Matthew Hollis. Over to you, sir. And I'll put you on speaker view.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And like Paul was saying, I think I've had a lot of experience in the industry too, and I know some of the same hiccups and the things that people deal with. And my goal is just to try to solve them and make it as easy as possible, so you can work with the people and connect with people and the community aspect of your business instead of having to think about what to post, how to build it, how to gain engagement. Because even if ChatGPT gave you the post, that doesn't mean that the post is going to go anywhere. How often can you scroll through social media and see a post that was created by artificial intelligence? I would venture to say a majority of them almost now are like, because a lot of those people have gotten out there and people have went through courses and went, okay, I can do this now. I can do ChatGPT. And then what happens on all the meta platforms, like Instagram and Facebook? They go, wow, everybody is now doing this, so let's lower their affinity score. This isn't really engaging content anymore. And so that's kind of the thing. It's like saturated, right? So my goal is not only to create a product. Yeah, this is one of the viral videos that my dad used, and it's already over 100,000 views, and it's like 24 hours, less than 24 hours. So I'll show you in this. This is one of the really cool things about Posting Pilot, right? Is that Posting Pilot has the ability to not just create posts, learn from the posts, and use an AI, what we call an AI brand brain, to consistently get better. So one of the things that ChatGPT can do is it has memory and it consistently gets a little bit better, starts to learn you a little bit better. This is a operating system for your business, right? So what we want Posting Pilot to become is not just a posting platform, but like basically a brain for your entire business, right? Hold on one second. My dogs are barking.
While Matt's just telling the dog to be quiet,
Yeah, I have
um,
corgis, so
working from home, the problems that Richard Branson probably doesn't have on the garden. But
well, yeah,
I meant
unless
to
you bring
say,
your dogs to the office or
yeah, well,
something, right?
I shut my three cats out as well because they
Yeah,
scratched at
here
the
they
door.
are down here.
But the three cats and my wife will scratch at the door to come in. So
So yeah, I was gonna
I was
say
just
we're
going to
good
say
now, so I
though,
could go
in
back
my
into it.
intro, I forgot to say the other problem is getting attention. Even if people do make
Hmm.
posts, the other problem is getting attention. And you just saw there, what
Yeah.
was it, 103,000 views?
Yeah.
That's one of many. He's been posting. We've been using him as a case study. So, Dad, feel free.
Yeah. Me being involved in this industry for 37 years, I'll just say this straight to you guys. It's just, here is the key. I don't care what you're building, a network marketing, an affiliate deal, you're building your own brand, you're a life coach. It doesn't make a difference what you're doing. There's one bottom line. is like, can I get someone to buy what I'm offering? Everyone talks about all this other stuff, but it's like, oh my God. So what if 95% of the people on the planet are not sales types? I'll tell you right now whether or not you're a sales type or not. I can use Anne. Is if Anne has anyone that owes her money and she doesn't have the courage to ask for it back, Anne is not a sales type. So how many people here have people that owe them money and you won't even call them and say, "Can you send me my money back?" Okay, that's you're not a sales type because you look at people like Eric, and if you call up and say, Eric goes, "Hey, listen, I need to borrow $500," and I go, "Well, I don't have $500, Eric, but Paul owes me $500," and Eric goes, "I'll go get it."
That's a fact.
And so, one of the things that this is great for people, especially if you're new, is the whole goal is try to get people to reach out to you. See, if you're just an overall good person and Matt creates a video that I post online, and then I have 40 people that reach out and put a comment on my post, how many of you do not need to be told to thank somebody for making a comment on your post? How many of you are going, "Hey, you give me a post that I can post and people will send me a message and I can reply to them and thank you and hook up and connect"? See, every one of you are shaking your head. And it's like, so every person out there always talks about, man, if I could just get people to come to me. So why do we post on social media anyway? The only reason we post on social media is it's called cross finger marketing. How many people, Paul and Eric, we've been together for a long time. And it's called cross your fingers marketing, or wish marketing. I got my magic deal here,
Your genie lamp.
my genie lamp, and I got to rub it. And when I post, I'm going to hope and wish that people respond to it. So it's wish marketing, right? But how many of us know that you also run off energy? And you make a post, you go and look at it, and like me, I feel like I'm a little kid. I've been blessed to build groups of millions of people, and I've made millions of dollars, and I've helped 68 people make over $1 million in a year. So what? I make a post and I see how many people comment on it, and I'm like a little kid with candy. I'm going, oh my God, someone else made a post.
Well,
Someone
it's
else
crazy
made
to
a
have like
comment.
people coming to you, like you said. It's like
Yeah.
the
It's,
opposite, and it sells itself too, because a lot of the
it,
posts too is it's like, hey, listen, and then we'll talk about the affiliate side of it here in a
Yeah.
bit, but
And so that's what I want you guys to really get. If you really get it, and if you go to my wall and look at my Facebook wall, I'll go there again. One of the things that I think is most important is it really the post? Is it really the post? I don't know. Well, here's a post that I did the same day. Oh, 5 comments. 2 shares. Here's one that I made the day before. 4 comments, 1 share. Here's one that I did. Oh, here's an AI. A posting pilot, 1.3. Here's me, 10. Oh, here's another one that posting pilot, 5,000, 39 comments. Why is it that you look at my entire feed that I've been doing since Facebook started, and the ones that I'm doing every day, that I've done for every day, still get nothing?
wasn't that funny? Like a lot of people too, when you first started on the platform, right? Like the algorithm and the affinity score stuff wasn't as important and really didn't exist. So like sometimes you would do certain things and nothing, or you would post stuff and all your friends would see it. right? And now what Posting Pilot is built to do is raise that affinity score so all of your posts get engagement. But like Matthew Jamison said, Reels, like let's, as a pun almost, let's be real here, that in general, a lot of us consume short form content more than anything else, right? And so you have to go. Another one of the aspects is, and I've worked with my father for a really long time in social media and on the internet, but you have to go where the new stuff is. You can't keep doing the things that used to work because things change. So Posting Pilot is built with those changes in mind and will always be on the frontier of that, not just with AI, but also with how those platforms work, right? Because there's always constant shifts and changes, and there will be as AI starts to grow more and more into those platforms. And so Posting Pilot is, like I was saying earlier, I want it to be an operating system for your business so you can just focus. And the start of that is the posting aspect. What do I post? How do I create posts? And we've gotten it down to you just answering questions and giving a link to your social media or giving a link to your website, right? That's the beginning of it. And from there, artificial intelligence inside of Posting Pilot can pull all of the photos that it needs, all of the references, everything that it needs to start making you content. And then you click one button and it creates an entire week of content for you to post, right? And then soon you'll be able to just click it and it'll just auto post it for you on your social media after you connect it. And all of this is wrapped around an AI brand brain. And this is something that none of these other auto posting products have, right? This is something that's proprietary for us that I've personally trained with my experience in artificial intelligence and prompt engineering to learn consistently how to improve and make your business better, how to get you more engagement, how to create better stuff. And then this brand brain, as we start to grow Posting Pilot, will eventually reach into other areas of your business too. Before you know it, it will be able to run your social media, your DMs, all these things. That's not there currently. This is currently V1 with the posting side. But I just want to paint a picture of where this is really going, right? Like as you start to engage with the platform, if you decide to be a subscriber and be part of it, I want you to know that in the very near future, we're just going to start picking out elements of your business that are a pain in the ass that you don't like to do, and we're going to solve them with AI, right? And I've solved these problems for massive corporations that have worked with NVIDIA and Adobe and all these different kinds of things as well. So I'm not just some random marketer telling you this stuff, right? Like I've worked in companies that really, really need AI to work right for everything to go the way that it's supposed to. So since that's the case, I'm going to show you guys, because I think showing you is just a little bit better than just talking about it, right? What Posting Pilot is. So first things first, this is the sales page. You'll be able to see a lot of stuff on here. And can everybody see this correctly, my screen? Awesome. So it turns your business into a week's worth of posts, videos, everything. But this is not just the only thing that it does, right? In my opinion, you're not out of ideas, you're just out of rhythm, because AI can generate infinite ideas. So you're not really out of ideas, right? You could go to your chat GPT or your AI of choice and ask it to create you a post and it will create one. But the problem is you don't know the rhythm, right? You're singing out of tune. And the reality of that is that artificial intelligence is the solution. Instead of you having to go through a bunch of courses and learn how to play, right? You now can just have AI do that part for you. So Posting Pilot replaces the weekly content scramble with a simple plan based off of the assets that you give it and the things that it learns about your business. So before, you had a blank page, random ideas, another week just slipped by. Now you'll have a clear week and the brand brain will consistently learn. Every single week you'll have new posts and you'll watch it actively change up. And one of the other things about it is a lot of people think that you pitch. The reality is the affinity score is based off engagement. So as it's learning that rhythm, it's going to go, oh, this note works better here. And I'm using the musical analogy on purpose, right? It's like, this sounds really good. Let's keep doing that on a Monday at 3 p.m., right? people love to hear this music on a Monday at 3 p.m. And then it just does it, right? It creates everything and then just puts it out there for you. And then it's watching it, watching how the comments go, watching how the engagement and the analytics go. And then that's all going into a brand brain that's consistently learning and getting better. So your business, the first week you do this, and your business, the 15th week you do this, is going to be like a powerhouse in comparison. And it will become such a learned part of your routine that you won't have to, you'll get excited about it. Like my dad said, you'll post, it will post for you, and all of a sudden your content will start blowing up on your social media, and you'll be just like a kid in a candy store, like my dad said, going through, replying to all the comments, getting all these DMs. What is this? What is this? And we have an affiliate program on the back end that we'll get into here in a bit when I go through all the features and show you the back office and how it works, that you can make 35% by referring this. So every subscriber you bring in. So this is also can be an income source, because every single time you have a video that goes viral or you're having consistency with your posts, what happens? People reach out to you and they go, what are you using? Right? How are you making these videos? Where's this content coming from? It's coming from Posting Pilot, and here's my affiliate link. So it's a super easy sell, and it's almost like we've been having such a massive amount of a wait list of people that are excited and ready for this launch to get involved and to buy it, because they've been seeing the content and they've only been teased about being part of it till now. This is the moment where now you can be part of it. You can share it with other people and really start to change the way social media works with Posting Pilot. I believe very soon it'll be very apparent that Posting Pilot will be running a decent amount of people's businesses, thousands, hundreds of thousands of businesses. So the brand brain is like the proprietary aspect. It learned your business first. So it does this off of your website, your offers, audience, voice, visuals, and rules. All of these things become part of its intelligence. So this is not just some random AI that will just take a couple of images and generate you a week's worth of posts. It's going to become better. It's simple up front, powerful underneath. So when you first start, you're going to just see, your first weeks of plans, and it's going to set these up based off of what it believes will do best for your business, off of what it knows from the research it's done. So if you run a nail salon, it's going to go, maybe we don't need a mini lesson in here, because I'm not a coach, or I'm not that type of business. So instead right here might be a different type of engagement post, because your business is different. But what you're going to see is it's going to schedule these at the times that it believes will be right. And it's going to rotate these each week and figure out with your analytics what works best for you to get you the best engagement. But in the very beginning, it's just as easy as clicking a button and generating posts. So I've built this product, and we built this product for people who need content, which is everybody in this day and age, for your business, but you don't want it to become your second job, right? Like at this point, that's really what it's become for a lot of people. It's like, well, I want to build my business, but now I have to do this whole other social media aspect to get any customers, right? And it's like, it's a big pain in the ass. So who's this for? It's for local service businesses, coaches and consultants, community builders, agencies or operators, business opportunities, all different kinds of stuff like that. So it also has other things that exist in the platform that we've built for you guys outside of everything I just told you. So if you just wanted to have it generate a week's worth of posts, click a button, get all the engagement, come back next week, do it again, do it again, do it again. That's all that, you don't have to do anything else. That is the product in the beginning. But that's not all, right? We wanted to create something that pushes the creative part of your brain as well. So yes, it's automated. That absolutely is part of it. But another part of it is the content studio. And this is something that Eric and me have just been going crazy with. And I know a lot of people have, Eric, if you want to share a little bit about it.
I mean, I've always done crazy, ridiculous marketing. I mean, I just enjoy it. I kind of like to think out of the box. If somebody's posting X, I'm all the way back to A. You know what I mean? I'm as far away from what everybody else is trying to do as possible. And some people like that, some people hate it. But what it does is it typically gets engagement of some sort. And my only goal, just like Robert said, is to get attention where I can create a conversation and meet somebody, right? Like I just think we're in the business of meeting people daily. We just happen to have a worldwide marketplace now, which makes it easier. But that's why I love the content studio, because I think people can get in and not only tap into some of these viral video templates that we're putting together, so tap into some of our creative mind, but also give them the ability to go in and start learning, prompting and learning things so they can start creating their own, use their own creative mind to go create things that are really exciting to them. That again is going to help you stand out in the newsfeed. I mean, it's right now, if you look at AI, I mean, it's everybody is sort of, we're all using Chat GPT or Claude and all this, but
Hmm.
all the content. It's funny because I sent something over to Paul. I was super lazy. I sent him something and he said, Eric, he's like, this reads like AI. What are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I was kind of lazy on that. I'm sorry. And I think that's what's happening is you just see kind of the same stuff now with AI. And I think with Posting Pilot, what Matt's put together, especially with the Content Studio, you're not going to see a lot of this out there. That's why Robert's getting, 100,000 on one post. He's getting, a few of,
You got a few at 100,000 now at this
yeah. I
point.
mean,
He
I, I
does.
mean, I mean, and this is, and he hasn't even posted some of the stuff he put in our private group, which I'm like, if he posts that thing, that's going to be a million views. So
Hmm.
anyway, I'm pumped about it. I think it's going to be a great driver, especially on the affiliate side. I think it's going to bring a lot of people into Posting Pilot. They're going to want to get plugged into the content studio. Even when I brought Matthew on, I think I just sent him a video, didn't say a word about it. And then Matthew came in and started using and started doing custom, his own custom videos and just
Hmm.
smashing it. And I think he got super addicted really quick.
It says.
Hey, hook, line, and sinker. You reeled in a
Yeah,
fish.
Matthew's been doing it too. Yeah, yeah. So thank you guys for sharing that and stuff. But the content studio is it basically, like Eric was saying, allows you to really make your own content. So maybe you want to take it a step further, but still leverage your brand brain, right? So yes, there's other tools out there. You could go to another tool and just type in a prompt and get a video. But that video and that website and everything does not know anything about you. It doesn't know anything about your business or what would work or what wouldn't work, right? And so the content studio is built to leverage everything that it's learned about you and make content generation easy for you. So whether it's images or, as you're going to see, Hollywood level production videos. We're at that point now with AI, right? That a video can look like it was shot and you can be in it on a Hollywood film set for 70, $100 million. We haven't even tested the templates for this stuff yet. We haven't. We've just done the viral templates, and those have been a success. I believe when people post stuff like what you're seeing here with Paul and all of these different cinematic things of them, like, doing some crazy stuff, and it looks like they just saved, a kitten from a burning building or something like that. And it looks like they filmed it for $100 million, right? And they're in it, and their voice is in it, and you're gonna see that not only will it be you, but it can use your voice too. It will sound like you. It can have your mannerisms. So imagine the quality of that, not just the auto weekly posting part of it, but being able to generate content nobody's ever seen before on social media. We're now at that point where you can do that and you do not need to go through hours and hours of prompt engineering courses to figure out how to do it. I did that for you, right? So my goal is to get it to a place where you can always generate viral videos, generate cinematic level productions, soon commercials for your business, all different kinds of stuff. Like the sky's the limit with where we're going to go with this stuff. So yeah, you can make Hollywood level stuff. This is Paul Turner. You see him on this Zoom. He's in this video running away from this crocodile that's clearly evil and infected. But you can see that this looks like it was shot on a Hollywood set. So it uses your references automatically. You can remix soon other people's viral content, which is going to be massive, right? If you see a video and you go, I want that, but I want me to be in it, or I want it to look more cinematic, you can share that with Otto. Otto is the name of the AI that runs the website. And Otto will start working on it to create something for you and then help you post it and write this stuff for it too. So it's like now even your scrolling becomes research. You're not even wasting your time. If something catches your attention, it now could be something that you guys could use to catch someone else's. So that's super cool, right? And there's no copyright infringement either, because it's being regenerated and created with you and all different kinds of stuff. There's things there and guardrails to stop that from happening. So you really can have fun and go crazy with it. You know, I've watched Paul Turner run through John Wick style and kill a bunch of bad guys in a building, right? And that type of content is so like, I think that stuff's going to go way more viral than even the viral videos. And that never existed up until like last month, the last month and a half in AI space. So you can create infinite content, not just random content. Of course, we just talked about this earlier. This is one of the views. I don't know how many views this video has now, Dad, but last time I checked, I had 140,000. But you can put yourself inside of viral formats, and we're going to consistently have viral templates coming out that, as I'll get into the back office to show you, is as easy as just uploading a photo of yourself or picking yourself from the brand brain and hitting one button. Then it shoots out this video of you doing a slam dunk in slow motion, and you get 80,000 views and all these comments on it.
Matt,
Dad,
the video that we just shared at the beginning, it's now at 114,000. So it just keeps going up 10,000.
Another 14,000. You best believe, you know, after I get off this call, you best believe I'm making a UFC 250 template and putting it up there before the end of the day. Because I feel like that, and that's what I mean. One of the things that's in here is current moments and current conversations. So Otto in the very near future too will start having viral templates. So say Mardi Gras is going on or something like that. There will be templates that will start appearing so you can put your image and start posting them on your social media as the current event's happening. The Super Bowl's going on, or like right now, the World Cup's going on. So the goal one's doing really well, not just for my dad, but for pretty much every person that's used it, right? So I know we have another person that was in here that didn't have a lot of engagement either that used it and now has like 80 or 90,000 views on his video. And that was before my dad posted his. So it's not just Robert's got this big following, so people are watching it. It's anybody, right? So this will be on current events, seasonal hooks, like if it's Christmas time or something along those lines. We're just going to have consistent new angles and fresh things as far as the viral templates. So even if the content studio is a little too complex and you don't want to get into that, you can still use the viral templates, and Otto will start recommending some of these to you for posts as well. So it'll be like on Tuesday, you know, if you scroll back up here, you'll see it'll be like, okay, on Wednesday, I recommend we use a viral template and use this one for your business, because I think it would just do great.
One of the things that blows me away is Robert has been in the industry, you know, so many years. He's built teams of thousands and thousands. He's got a huge following. And he showed you the amount of views and comments he gets, and they're no more than probably a lot of us get, right?
And he posts every day.
I know. And then, so he's consistent, you know, he's got a following. So what hope do you have if you're just starting out, you know, with the regular stuff? And these viral things, guys, like, you know, Matthew mentioned, you know, a guy called Darren Fox Sawyer, won't mind me saying, but if you go and look at his reels, they're like, you know, maybe 100, maybe 40, maybe 150. And I don't know where he's at now, but I think it peaked at about 78,000 before it started slowing down views. Loads of comments. So this is one of the best things, and I think I have to bow down. I think it was just pretty much Eric's idea, but you know.
yeah. So like the viral template stuff is something we fell into
really
when we first started building out Posting Pilot. We just wanted something with the brand brain and the automation. And then as we started to see how that was going, most of the founders, the people that helped us test the product and get it to this point, really started to use the viral templates quite a bit for their weekly content. You know what I mean? Because they're like, man, I just love getting all this. And you might be asking yourself, it's like, well, how does this help my business? You know what I mean? The reality is if you don't have an affinity score, nobody's going to see your offers in the first place. What Facebook and Meta want and these platforms want is engagement. They'll never share anything. And also, I also believe that nobody's signing up off of a social media post anymore. I believe that it's DMs and one-on-ones that get the conversation going, that help you sell your business, right? And that's not the same. I'm talking more for BizOp in that situation than I am for a nail salon. It will absolutely help in a different way for a nail salon. But for some of you people that are on here that want to use it for BizOp, that's why, right? You want to get that engagement so then you can get into the DMs with these people, and soon you'll be able to just have people reply. And Matt Jameson does this, but a lot of other marketers do, but ask for a comment in the, like, say DM, and then you can automatically DM them with Posting Pilot, and soon we'll recommend like responses for people to get the conversations going. That's more of a V2 feature, but it's definitely in the pipeline. So content that keeps working. Every approved post can be the spark of the next one. It turns your wins, updates, lessons, and customer moments into prompts, follow-ups, reminders, and fresh content ideas, so your brand never starts from a blank page. So one of the things that it's built to do is, if even if you have nothing whatsoever, it can get the ball rolling for you, right? So if you're watching this and you're going, I don't even post on social media, right? I could raise my hand. It's funny how many social media accounts I run for other people. If you went to my page, you're not going to see one viral post, or you're not going to see a post about Posting Pilot, because I just don't engage with social media in that way. But I know how to run it, and I'm very successful at it. So that's how it works. From the brand to ready to review content. So it loads your brand brain in, maps a weekly plan, reviews with you, and then turns all of that into a loop that becomes better content. So there's 3 separate pricing plans that we have for Posting Pilot currently. There's the creator plan, which is one brand, 1,500 credits a month. You get all of the stuff that you just saw. That's the same with pretty much every single plan, except the pro and agency ones have a couple of different features that when we get into the back office here in a second, I'll show you. But the credits, the way that the credits work is every single video generation you just saw costs compute. Because it costs compute, that costs dollars, and that's where the credits come into it. So if you're a subscriber on this, you can do the weekly plan and generate images and do all that stuff and never have to worry about running around out of credits, like, ever. Like, it's not going to happen. The video side is where it's going to use a lot of credits, right? And that's where it becomes addictive, like these guys are saying, because we've all generated images with ChatGPT. We've all generated images with AI. But the thing that the next frontier is video generation, right? This is what's really going to blow up your business. And it's really hard to master this, by the way. Like, telling an AI to create an image is super easy. Telling it to get a rhythm for a 15-second video where there's no AI jank, as we would call it in the video, very hard to do. Still very hard to do. We're working on it, and we're getting it to the place where it's incredible, but it's still an experimental feature. But there's no other posting platform that is doing this right now at scale, right? So it's super exciting, but that's why we have the viral templates and all these other things, because eventually we want auto generating full videos and putting them in there, right? That have nothing to do with the viral templates for your business, like full-blown commercials for your business, right? And it's getting there, but the AI jank's still there. So we're working on it. New models are constantly coming out. Posting Pilot will always be at the frontier of that. But that's what the credits are for, your video capacity, priority render queue, and those types of things just allow you to generate stuff faster. So there's all these different people that are going to be using Posting Pilot. If you're waiting like 20 minutes for a video, that's not abnormal on any AI platform that's generating videos. But what they have is a priority queue, and we have that for you too. So if you're a pro member, you'll get your videos faster than a creator will. But everybody will get their videos eventually, and it'll email you and tell you, hey, your video is ready. You'll have a notification that it's ready, so you don't have to sit there and wait. You could go do something else and come back. So in the agency plan, this is for, you get 10,000 credits, which, to be honest, is a massive amount. You could generate videos every single day and not run out of credits with that. So that's why we have the multiple brand workspace here. And we're working on adding extra brands as an add-on feature to Pro. But currently, the issue is going to be credits, right? If you have 5 brands that are auto-posting 5 posts a week, or 7 posts a week, or maybe you're even posting 3 times a day, that's a lot of generated content by AI. So this is for really the power users. But we also give you the ability to just buy credit packs. So maybe just one day you want to create videos, but you don't have any credits. You can still do it, and you're going to see Eric had this brilliant idea of doing full-blown video packs. So what we'll have, and Eric, please share a little bit about that if you can.
Well, I know video is going to be powerful. So, for people that really want to sit down and put, an entire video campaign package together around whatever it is they're doing. We're talking about not only the credits to do the videos, but also consulting, working with Matt directly as well, or, as well as posting by take a look at your opportunity. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you focused on your personal brand? Maybe it's your personal brand plus your company product, service, opportunity, that sort of thing. But at a level where, hey, I want to build out something, a video. So if you came to me or Matthew or Paul and you said, I want to build out a video campaign over the next 90 days, what would you guys do? Right. And this is what I want to accomplish. And we can do that. We can do that. Like the stuff we're talking about, like, and where we're headed is, right now we're at that 15-second clip, but again, can you imagine, hey, I need a brandable video of about my story, and I'd love that to be like a 90-second AI based video, but super professional, super out of this world, super is going to stand out, right? And we know telling our story online is so important. We're going to be able to do all that. So these video packages are a little bit more custom because Matt's gonna come on and start teaching, weekly about prompting and all this stuff. And I can tell you, like, I go to ChatGPT, I go to Claude, I try to prompt, I say, write me the, and you know what? I still don't know what the hell I'm doing, to be perfectly honest with you. And sometimes I'll throw stuff in there and just be like, oh, this is crap. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, this prompt sucks. And I'll get this amazing video. And I don't even know how the hell it happened. But Matt is on top of that. So again, Matt, I'm thinking I'm going over the top here, but it's all about being able to scale and put a package together for somebody. And we know people are going to ask us for those things. We know people are going to, especially businesses, right? Businesses are going to come to this and say, "Hey, this is great. How can I, I'd love to do a, 3-minute AI video promo for my company, right? Something that they could use over and over and over again." And that's kind of where we're headed. So I hope that's what you needed, Matt. You're on mute, Matt.
Thank you so much, Eric. Appreciate you sharing about that. And it is going to be super fun too, because one of the aspects when I start to talk about the affiliate program towards the end here is the businesses and stuff that you could run social media for with Posting Pilot and make a full-time income. And that's not even counting the affiliate side of promoting it. Like you could walk into a business and say, I'll run all your social media for you for $1,200 a month. That's low, by the way. They normally charge $3,000, and I know this because I do it. I've done it for a living before. So it's normally $2,500 to $3,000 a month to have a social media manager, and you could just walk into any business and replace their social media manager and take that money for yourself. Use Posting Pilot to do all of it, right? So you don't even need to do you could do the affiliate program on top of that, right? You build a whole entire business out of it. So this is the back office for Posting Pilot. I am a huge fan of making things look nice, and you're going to consistently see that through this, and I'm going to consistently make this better and nicer as we go through different versions and stuff like that. So on the home page, you're going to just see what to post today. You're going to see a little word by auto, and it's like, hey, open this, click this, approve these posts, right? And those are going to show up here. You'll have some other things. So like, here's your referral link. We had some people going, where's my referral link? I put it right on the homepage for you guys. So anyone new that signs up is as easy as clicking copy and sending that, right? Or clicking open here, and you can even see what it looks like. Here, it'll tell you how strong your brand brain is. You're going to watch this score go up as you post more and as you make more content. And you'll be able to add more stuff to it, add story notes, add all different kinds of stuff to just keep training it. It's going to learn on its own, but you can always come back and teach it more, right? And here's what that kind of looks like, right? So this is the brand brain. And you can, when you first sign up, you'll go through a first flight where you'll just put in your URL, and it will start pulling all the information. You'll go through a questionnaire, and it will start to figure out the elements and the things that will work best for your business. Let me see here. So once you've gone through that initial process, it will tell you how strong the information it currently has. And then you can always, like I said, fill in more story and customer fit. Believe it or not, this is something that we just added this morning that Paul asked for. So I'll save that one right now. But you got voice and guardrails, company basics, and we'll get into this in a second, but it can actually find your competitors too and figure out what's working for them, and use that to dominate too. So that's experimental. It's going to keep learning on that stuff too. But it's crazy that the brand brain can go out and scrape the internet for your competitors' posts and learn off their posts too. So that's one of the things with the first flight is it will find your competitors on that first flight. So that's why I was saying if you have like no social media at all, it can find, okay, these 3 nail salons nearby are doing really well on social media. What's working for them? Intake that information with your information and create stuff for you. Isn't that nuts that we're at that point right now? It's crazy. It still blows my mind. But down here, you can teach auto more. So we have the ability to record a video of yourself. You can do that right on your computer, your smartphone, or record a voice or just upload one. We use this to generate infinite videos of you looking exactly how you are, sounding exactly how you are. We use it in that way so you can save that stuff to the brand brain in here. We have this feature as well where you can just paste a link and it'll teach it really quickly some extra information. So if you have multiple different websites or multiple social medias, you can keep letting auto pull more information and say this works, this doesn't work. Get rid of that, get rid of this. So it's built to be automated and to learn in that way. You can teach it more and more stuff, useful information. You can give it more photos, logos, products, style. Like it really keeps going, but it's also going to push you and say these are the areas that I really think we could get better in, right? And then as the connection aspect happens to your social media, you'll watch the brand brain get even smarter because it will, believe it or not, it will pull like all of your social media that you have been doing. So if you're someone like my dad and find, okay, 4 months ago, this post went really well. What can we redo about that post now that will work even better with what we know? That's going to be a huge advantage that you'll have too. So the brand brain is going to be constantly learning, but I've built it to be as simple as possible, right? Like this is a huge, powerful feature that I've used in massive companies to get them results. So getting it to a place where anybody could use it has been a challenge, but it's amazing that we've gotten it to this point and that it works as well as it does, right? And so I'm excited to see how this builds businesses out.
And just think,
So
guys, right? Who'd like to get their own social media manager to run their business for them? And how much would they charge you
mhm,
just to do this setup? Just to ask, well, who are your competitors? And,
mhm.
tell me about your story and tell me what you're looking for and what sort of posts work for you.
The
That,
onboarding is normally like the upfront
With
cost of
no
that is
with no
more.
guarantee, of
yeah,
results.
yeah.
No,
I know so
absolutely.
many people that have gotten social media managers, and then I go, "How did that work?" I fired them.
That's pretty normal, but believe it or not, I've replaced a lot of bad social media managers in my day because that's the case, right? Like the thing you're paying for is the results, and that's the cool part about AI is that, and I've said this time and time again, AI will hit the bullseye. I know this for a fact. So if it's let's say it's a gun in this situation, it's trying to hit the target. It's getting closer and closer, and then when it hits the bullseye, this is the crazy thing about AI is it just doesn't miss. It just keeps hitting the bullseye, right? And that's something that it's hard for humans to do. You know what I mean? It's hard for if I had a viral post one day, how the hell am I going to know what to replicate if I don't have the intelligence to redo what I just did, right? I'm going to have to like learn all this stuff, figure out what worked. Not anymore. AI can do all that for you and say, this is why it worked. And this is why we're going to keep doing it. Right. So this is the weekly planner. You can just type in here what you want. I have a few of those there and I'll show this real quick. You can switch from day to night, by the way, over there. If you want it, if I just flashbang blinded you, I'm sorry, but I prefer night stuff. Yeah. Right, Paul. So you can say right here if you want to build trust, educate, and this is all based off of your brand. These, believe it or not, will become more specific to your brands too. So it will be like, if you don't have an offer going or you don't have proof or you're not educating, you're not going to see educate as an option there, right? But if you have a certain thing, you're going to see like leads, right? Promote an offer, build trust, share education, re-engage past customers. So we'll say re-engage past customers. So over here, it'll say our next best actions and then our quality score. So what we're going to do is we'll clear these and then we'll click build my week. You can do one or two things. You can do posts only and then generate all the images later, right? And that will be quicker. Or you can say post plus images, and this is going to take a little while because it's generating 7 days worth of posts, 7 days worth of images. So I recommend if you ever click this, In our experience, the AI takes about, what was it, Paul? Like 15 to 20 minutes sometimes to
I've
do
run it
it.
quite a lot, and it takes about 15 minutes usually, maybe 20
Hmm.
on a bad day. But do you know what? This isn't designed for you to go, right, I'm going to create my images now, and you sit
And
and
sit
wait.
here.
I've set it. If I was working a 9 to 5 or whatever, I'd set it up on a Sunday night, let it do its thing while I watch some TV,
Yep.
and know that my posts are done for me before I head off to work the next day. So
Yeah, and
about
there will be
15 to 20
pushes like
minutes. It's
that.
not a long time. It's quicker than the
No.
social media companies.
No, for sure. And so all you have to do, right? If you wanted to add a proof point even before you, so like this is something I specifically wanted to be around past this stuff, you can. But all you have to do is click posts and images, and now it's building your week. So you don't even have to stay here for this to go. We'll just move forward through the process and I'll show you more. So this is the content studio that I was talking about earlier. If this looks complex, or any page looks complex, we have a lot of video tutorials that are coming out over this week with the launch, but you can always click take the tour right up here, and it's going to go through and highlight every single thing and tell you exactly what it does, right? So this does this, that spot does that. And you can click that anytime so you don't get lost, right? So every single one of these things also has a little information thing on it. So it tells you what you can do, but you can generate videos, images, and audio all in this spot. If you want to just automate it, you can give Otto a link here and he'll write a prompt and add reference images from that automatically. And then you can just generate content easily for a business that way. Super cool. You can clear that. You can ask it to enhance, so Otto can enhance a prompt you've already written. If you've ever worked with AI before, here's the scary prompt box that you write in what you want, right? Look at it, it says weekly plan posts are ready to review already. So it basically what it does is it creates all the posts and then generates the images and then adds them. That's the way we have it set up, so you can actually like look at what the content is a little bit while the image generation is going on, right? But here in 10 to 15 minutes, you'll see another little pop-up that will show up and say your full week is ready with images and everything like that. So down here, if you're on video, this disappears if you're not, but if you're on video, this is where you can write what you want to be said in the video. And this changes based off of how long the video is, how much you can say, but you can also auto-generate it based off of the prompt and the references that you have. So if it's like, I don't know what to say, but it knows my business, what should it say for this video? It will generate something and tell you what it should say. But you could write anything here and you'll see yourself, or if you have an avatar, some people don't want to use themselves. We absolutely will have a system built in here for you to use a different person or an avatar that you've created with AI that you can create in here. And we'll have a full onboarding wizard for that very soon for you people that are like, I want that feature. That will be a feature in here. So down here, you can just pick, the ratio difference. We have this storyboard feature, which is going to be coming out soon as well, even more so, which allows you to see every single shot like a filmmaker before you click spend credits on the video, right? So you'll be like, here's what shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to be. And if you click this on right now, it will actually help you generate a preview and you can see what that looks like. But we're going to make the interface for that super fun and interesting because I've used that a lot and it's great. Like I love playing with that. So over here on the right, you're going to see your destination. You got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X. I can check all of these if I want or just check one, but I recommend not checking more than two, and you'll see that if you read that. And this is basically figuring out what works best for that social media platform. Everybody thinks that you could just repost content everywhere and it works. It doesn't. Somebody that's on LinkedIn is not going to be interested in the same stuff that somebody on Facebook is going to be interested in. And the affinity scores for those websites are completely different. So by checking these, it will help with what the platform is, with the pacing of the video and things along those lines. Like TikTok is crazy. Like if you don't catch someone's attention in the first 3 seconds on TikTok, you people on YouTube, see, your generated images are ready. So if you don't, you can run into some issues there. So you pick the platform that works best, and then we have some starting points here. If you pick product demo or any of those, you're going to see it automatically put stuff over here. Create a practical product demo that shows that the product or service, and then this will be rewritten by Otto and put in and used to create your video. And then this is the part that everyone's excited about, right? The viral templates. So if you click on that, you're automatically going to see videos of all of these, and soon there will be categories and all kinds, right? I have like 30 that I'm going to put in here. Already we have like 10. And these are things that we test, right? Like we test these on social media ourselves too before we add them in here, and we make sure that they do have the ability to go viral and have some of that stuff. Paul, did you have something to say about that?
Only that it's usually Mr. Hollis there who's the guinea pig for that.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to make my dad even more famous by putting him in all of the template videos. So every person that comes through Posting Pilot is going to know him as the man in the Hawaiian shirt, right? So every time I'm replacing or generating videos,
Do
it's
you
like
know
replace
what,
the man in the
Matthew? We should charge him for advertising.
maybe. I mean, that's the funny thing. So, well, that's one thing we can get into a little bit later, but you know, where this is going is like, imagine a scenario in the very near future where there's short films and episodic content coming out and you're in it. And you become a celebrity, but you've never acted a day in your life. That possibility is like pretty much here now, but I would say like a month and a half away from really being usable by everybody in Posting Pilot. I mean, not everybody, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to use outside of Posting Pilot. But in general, you can pick any of these templates. You can see any of them. So it's like I show up on get off of a private jet. Have you ever wanted to have a bunch of people going, what did you do to go on a private jet? You know, or slam dunk. This one's done really good, right? Walking out and having a bunch of people taking your picture as a celebrity, getting a hole in one with golf, jokey meme content. Like, sorry, I can't. I'm in the middle of a live stream, and he's literally sitting in a live stream, right? Getting off of the private jet, like I said, this was the one you just saw, the soccer pitch invader. So this is someone that gets seen on the camera, goes out, steals the soccer ball or football for Europeans, and scores a goal, right? You've got the wrestling table smash. It's funny, Deborah said it. I did the soccer one this morning, and it's been blowing up for me. That's awesome, Deborah. You got the wrestling table smash. So this is, you know, you being in a fight in a wrestling match. You've got car yoga. This one's been going crazy, and we've given it to a few leaders, and it's done really well too. But this is just and all of these have audio, you guys. So even in this video, you have a person going, "Oh my gosh, what's happening?" So it feels really realistic, not just in video, but the way that people are talking. In all of these, the hole-in-one one has announcers talking about it, so it looks like a real broadcast. Same with the soccer pitch invader. So you got downhill skateboarding, and there's going to be a new skateboarding one coming out later today. And then you got, you know, funny ones like this. Can we get that? Can we get some that are a tad less masculine? Absolutely, Anne. I have like 12 that are more feminine, right? So I get that we've been going a little hard on the sports and a little hard on the other things. There's going to be some, and those will be in different categories, like being at the Met Gala, you know what I mean? Or being on a private yacht and having brunch. You know, some of these really cool things that you'll be able to add. But you have funny stuff like this, like the hill animal tumble. I love this one. I added it. I don't know why. I just love this one for some reason. But it's like almost like one of those old ones where the camera ends with your face being at the front. So those are some of the viral templates that exist. If you wanted to know, man, how hard is it to make them? You click on it. You can watch the video with sound, so you can actually hear what it sounds like. And then all you have to do is upload an image of yourself, pick the aspect ratio. I recommend you stay with 9:16. That's why it's auto-selected, right? Because most of the social media platforms, but maybe you want to post it on YouTube videos or something like that, and 16:9 is the only way you can do that, or else it becomes a short. So all you have to do is upload one image of yourself. The Brand Brain will allow you to pick images of yourself from here too. It will tell you everything that you need, and then you just click generate and you wait. So I can go like this. We'll find an image here of Paul. Let's find Paul. Or you know what? You could even do animated stuff. I've tried using the Posting Pilot dog, which is 3D animated, and it does one of two things that's funny with that one. Either it puts a man in a giant suit as Otto and he's doing it, or he's fully animated and it looks kind of like Space Jam, right? Or like everybody around is real, but the character is animated, which I find really cool, and that like stands out. I want to play around with that a lot more. So we'll find a picture of Paul here and we'll upload it. And then we'll just click generate. And it'll make sure that everything's correct before you go. You can always go back and keep iterating on it. And then you just click generate, and now we just wait. It'll tell you the time so far and the ETA. And we can also leave here whenever we want, but yeah, you could go to eat, right? So you can let auto, another aspect is the render queue. You can see all the renders you've done, your past generations, everything that you create in Posting Pilot is saved into your library. So you can always go back and reuse those pieces of content. But we'll let this set. The references down here, you can click reference library. On this account, I've been playing around with a brand I've been promoting. You can also use all of your past generations. So anything you've ever generated is in here, and you can use that as a reference too. So if you're like, man, I really liked how I looked in that photo, and I don't want to use the old reference photo, I want to use that one, you can use that one consistently. And then down here, once this stuff's created, you could turn it into a post very easily. You click here, Auto will write the post, and then you can say, I want this scheduled out on a Tuesday. And then now you'll see it show up in your calendar on your homepage on Tuesday. So this is outside of the weekly planner. This allows you to create, like I said, infinite content, really. You can keep going at it over and over and over again and have quite a bit of fun with it. So now we can go back. Our next thing we're going to go through is the competitor radar. This feature is just amazing. Like Paul said, this is something that you hire somebody to do for thousands, and this is just a one-off job that somebody would do for thousands of dollars. Do the research, but now we can leverage AI and scrape the internet, so you don't have to do that anymore, right? You don't have to hire somebody; you still get all that information. So you can put any URL, so put your business in here, right? And click find the top 3, and it's going to go out and find the top 3, which is super, super amazing and sick, right? You can also save sites or social profiles that they should watch. So maybe you already know your competitors, or maybe you have a friend that you're competing against, right? You can add them in here and it will follow them and be like, you're getting more engagement and everything, right? So super cool feature. And then the brand brain, of course, is going to do this all for you in the onboarding, but we always allow you to go a step further with it. So if you want everything automated and you just want, Deborah's like, it found me 3 immediately. That's awesome, Deborah. Super cool feature, is going to become even better as connections happen and more things get rolled out. And in the weeks that your business is posting, it's going to become better at beating your competitors. The next thing down here is the live studio. I'm going to start doing live streams and teaching prompt engineering and also showing how to use Posting Pilot. Those will always be scheduled in here. The replays will be saved. You can ask questions as I'm streaming on here, and you'll see what's next up. And this button will actually turn red and blink, and you'll see a banner on the home screen when it is. I'm thinking of whether I want to send an email out for that or not. We just might, but I don't want to spam you guys too much. It's just more of a thing that you can use, and the replays will always be there. So if you can't catch it, or maybe, you know, I'm in the United States on Pacific time, maybe you're in Europe, you're in a totally different time zone, and you can't catch it, that's fine. They'll always be there for you to watch, and they'll have timestamps. So you won't have to, if there's a particular feature that you want to look at, the timestamp. So I plan on not only using these live streams to help you guys with the content studio, right, to teach you what I know about creating incredible cinematic content, but I also plan on using this to add features, or if you've ran into a bug, you'll watch me fix a bug like in real time, which is super cool, right? You'll be able to see the power of AI, which is, hey, I ran into this issue where this page didn't load correctly, or this image didn't do something right. I can pull up the job in real time, see it. AI can start working on it and fix it for you as a member, which is incredible. Imagine, I've never seen that level of customer support. Like, that's just something that we can now leverage in the AI. Yeah, like I did for you, Lisa Marie, yesterday. So Lisa Marie couldn't find something. The affiliate link was in a different spot. I just said, let's fix that and let's put it right here in the menu. And within 5 minutes, before we were even done with our conversation, it was in that menu. And it's like, the power of that is amazing. So we're going to be doing a lot of live stream content here, and that's going to be really incredible. That alone, imagine how much it would cost to get weekly training from somebody that knows all of this stuff about AI that I do and has worked with massive businesses and corporations, made commercials, all different kinds of stuff. This alone would be like, and I've charged $200 a month just to do these weekly calls, right? This is part of your membership, even at $50. That's how much I believe in Posting Pilot and want it to be a success. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to connect with you guys and have fun doing it too, right? Because you guys are going to see me using the content studio in there to create stuff as well. And I'll make stuff for you guys too. It'll be a lot of fun. So the library is one of the last steps in here. And I have Brand Brain here telling you, so you can upload stuff too inside the library to make it better. It will give you references on different spots so you can tune your voice and stuff. But this is where you're going to save basically all of your content, right? Everything that you generate, and I can already see our posts from the week are there. So I know that it worked. So all the images are there. Everything, you can see your videos that you've generated. Any video you've ever generated, you can click on. You can see the prompt audit. You can say, hey, this was a bad video that got generated. And you'll soon see that. And the system will learn from that. The Brand Brain will. But you can use this as a style, as proof. And it really is cool. You don't have to do all this, but I believe that's where I delete the failed ones. Well, I recommend now, Deborah, you click that was a bad one. So your Brand Brain can be like, okay, that didn't work out. Here you can upload as many references as you want: person, character, logos, products, locations, styles, brand videos, voice samples, other. So if you use 11 Labs to generate a voice and you have a character photo that you already currently use, you could upload both of those and use those as references immediately. All right. And so that's super cool. And then there's the client content generator, which we're about to get into, right? And this is a pro feature only. But this allows you, and it's because of credits and a lot of other things, but this basically allows you to generate content and send it to your friends or send it to a business automatically. Or generate content for a friend or someone that you believe would want Posting Pilot. Be like, hey, here's your whole week of content. Look, they can even pick Instagram and it changes what the platform copy is, right? They can save all of these photos and everything like that. You can send this out and will be attached to your affiliate link. So anyone that purchases through here and goes, I want to generate my own content next week, will be a sign up for you. And this feature is also like really, really cool. I don't see any other auto. Like the thing is we started at auto poster and we landed at what you see here. And this is just the beginning. We want this to be a replacement for so many different categories, right? So if you're already a social media manager, look at how many times you can go through. And this is outside of the 3 to 5 brands or the 5 brands in agency. You can do this as pro for anybody. And I'll show you right now how easy it works. You could click share pack and it will show a shareable page and you can lock in and do everything like that. But to create them, all you have to do is click client content tool, click read site, and then it's going to go through and look at the site. So if it's a person, and look at it, it's already done it. It's going to fill out all of that stuff. You're going to click references. It pulls in all of the reference photos that it found. So it found the logo, the product, and then since it didn't find a person on that page, it just used Paul because he's my current reference, right? So it pulls that in and then extras and it can pull in voice and all different kinds of stuff. We have a few templates here. So you could say, myth versus truth for them. Nobody tells you, objection flip, and it just fills out this extra direction, but you don't have to put that there. If I put in here, I want every single post that it creates for them to be them on a llama. Every post will be with them on a llama, right? And then this is an optional video speaking line. Soon we'll turn on video for that so you guys can create client content with video too. We just don't want to spend your tokens until we have that locked down, if that makes sense. So in the future, you'll be able to write here what you want them to say, just like you saw in that. And then any of the video stuff will have that in there. So then you click next for compute. You pick if you want 5 posts or 7 posts, and if you want a video included and how long, right? And then you just click review. It's going to tell you all that stuff. You can go through and pick every single one of these, make sure everything's right. And then click generate week, and it's going to go through and generate one of those. If I go back to the library here, it's going to generate one of these, right? And then it'll just allow you to share any of those out. So I can open any of these images and you can kind of see. So that was the reference image that it used. That's the product. It knew off the website exactly how to make an ad out of that. Cleans fuel systems, improves fuel economy. Like, look how nice this looks, right? And all of these were generated off one link and just hitting all the way through that. I didn't click anything else. And like I said, if you sent this link to them, this works and they can copy these. Or if they're like, I want to post this on Instagram, it has that with hashtags. I want to post this on X, different hashtags, different writing. And this is all like outside of the Brand Brain. If you're a person that's subscribed, of course you don't have to do it. It's learning this for you and writing it for you. But this is a tool that any of you guys can use to promote Posting Pilot or create content for any of your friends or businesses or stuff like that. That is a really cool feature that like I've seen a lot of people use, and it's super fun, right? So then you've got affiliates. This is the affiliate program. You can go here, you can copy your link, and soon we'll have an entire, when you click on that button, it will go to a totally different back office that's just for affiliates, so you guys can use content. And soon what we'll have for that is Auto can help you generate content to promote Posting Pilot. So believe it or not, there is a very near future that Posting Pilot promotes itself on your social media and gets you signups all by itself. And that will be a totally different brand brain that we've trained to get sales and results for Posting Pilot, that our expert marketers, including myself, my father, Paul and Eric, and so many more, are using to get it to where it is, right? So if you copy this link right now, it goes to, let me go incognito here, and you'll see Chris Robinson referred you to us, right? So you know that that's your page. And anyone that's signing up, I recommend, this is a perfect time to go in here and click customize and just get like Chris, right? Because we're just starting out. So it's like having YouTube or something along those lines where you could get a URL that is very unique. So you can go on here and they'll see that it's you. But this is another feature that I really wanted to show off, and this is brand new. Anybody that comes through your affiliate link now can put their website or name in here, or their pages, not their name, their website or their social media profiles, and it will build 3 image posts for them. And it will be on your affiliate link, and you'll see all of the different sales stuff. So let's just do it, right? We'll do, I just like using Fuel Factor X. I don't know why. Probably because I built everything for it. So it's going to go in here and it's going to find everything for their business. So imagine this. You share your affiliate link. Everyone's like, where did those posts come from? You share your affiliate link, or even an extra step, right? You could share one of those content things that's already done for them, or do an extra step. Create them a viral video with them in it. Grab their picture from Facebook, put that in that, and send it to them and tell them to post. Yeah, I won't forget about those things either. I just wanted to go through all of this stuff as it was rendering. So it will go through a questionnaire as it's rendering all this stuff, asking things about their business. It figures this out, and it also gives them trivia here. So if I just blow through this, and then you can say, just email me the link when it's done. So now it will sit there. If I put my email in there, it'll email me telling me it's ready, and it's already working on it right now. But what we can do now is we can go back and see what all of the weekly posts are. So now we can go through each one of these and see which ones worked and which ones don't, which ones we like, right? And we can manage the media and change those things on it. Don't know why that worked that way. But we can manage each of the media and see what the things look like, or the images, see if they work out or if they're not good and we want to re-render them. It's good to remember that the brand brain is figuring this stuff out. Fuel Factor X is a product, and that's why I use it as an example, because it's a complex product. Supplements, it understands that stuff super easily, right? It's like, okay, bottle this. Fuel Factor X is a product that has to be poured as you're doing your gasoline. It helps you save on your fuel efficiency. So I want it to render, and it's starting to learn how to render that, right? It's got to be able to render and figure out these posts, but it's also going to do just promo posts like this one, right? Which just has the product sitting there and stuff. And these are going to get better and better and more. So it's also for RVs. So this post is around, I guarantee you, around RVs, right? FFX was made for everyday miles and for seasonal equipment that sits between uses. A small pour before you fuel a mower, a boat, or a bike can help you get more from every tank with smoother performance. What are you using it? Or what are you using it today for? Trucks, RVs, motorcycles, boats, or generators? Comment below. So all I'd have to do, I could say tighten it or manage it, or I could just say approve. And once it's approved, it will then start showing up in my weekly calendar on the homepage. So let me go back to the content studio here. And let me see. Sometimes these videos take a bit to generate, unfortunately. So like I said, you can generate a bunch of images in 15 minutes, and you'll see a little thing that will pop and say your video's done. This is still generating. And Paul can attest to this because he's used to it by now. But, you start generating a CDN's video, and sometimes it'll take 15 minutes, and sometimes it'll take 30 minutes, and sometimes it will take an hour. That's
Sometimes it takes
unfortunate.
as little as 5 minutes. When it gets to about
Exactly.
10, I start typing a message to Matt saying, "Oh, this isn't working again." But I have learned
Right.
not to send it straight away because guess what? Usually, like another 5 minutes, and I get my video. But yeah,
Yeah.
it does vary. And that what one thing I will say, guys, is like Matt just showed there, like the week's posts. I'm usually like 97%, I would say, happy with mine. But at the end of the day, it's still AI. And we're still
Right.
reliant on Dance making these videos. Matt's not working them, making them in his office there. So, do
Hmm.
bear that in mind that it's still using AI, and AI sometimes still is a bit cranky, but I'm like at least 95% happy with mine. It's really good. Matt's done a really
Yeah.
good job with the prompts. If you'd have seen what we started with to where we are now, like
Right.
make it so negative prompt, do not write in Chinese unless asked for. was one we had.
Yeah, well, Dance 2 is a Chinese model, so
Like,
we actually ran into that the other
yeah,
or
where did
this
that come
morning, where it
from?
was like, why is it writing some of this stuff in Chinese, and why is Paul speaking in Mandarin? No, it's
No, I
funny.
think I still spoke in English, but yeah, but no, but it's like this is why we're ready to go now, guys, because we think we've got a stable platform now that's
Hmm.
working great. But do give feedback still.
Yeah, so I'll say because Anne said it in here, guys, there is not one AI platform out there in existence that doesn't have AI jank with videos. It's impossible to not get it sometimes. So we're understanding, and there will be a process for you to say this video was bad, and we can review it and see whether it was a prompt problem, a reference problem, whatever it may be. And in certain circumstances, I don't mind refunding a certain amount of the tokens or the full amount of the tokens. If it was like really bad and posting pilot, like Otto really lost his mark on it. So I want you guys to understand that this is a process and that AI video will get better. The next version of Dance will not drift as much, right? And I am consistently back here working on getting the prompts better and better and better, right? And so it's crazy because the prompts that are getting passed are actually in JSON, if you know what that is, right? So it's almost like a coding, a whole nother language that is being written based off of the prompts that's getting fed. So that is posting pilot. We'll wait here if you guys want any questions or have. I saw a bunch of questions. We can do Q&A while this is running, and then when it's finished, we'll show it off. But it's cool that we got the whole week of posts super quick. That was great. So yeah, if you guys have Lisa Marie, my videos are turning out awesome. Uh, Lisa Marie said talking photo AI is something she uses, and it takes over an hour to generate a video.
Yeah.
So yeah, it takes a lot of compute to generate videos, especially videos that look that realistic. Dad, you had something to say?
No, I just wanted to say I enjoy these and I love being on here. And if there's anything I can do for you guys, please let me know. I'm just so excited for this because I always want to help people, fulfill their dreams. And when you have something that actually attracts people to you, this business is really, really simple. So thank you, Eric. Thank you, Paul. And thank you, Matt. When they all started working together, I just knew that I had to be a part of this. So I love and appreciate you guys and have a great day.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
you and
much,
all the
Dad. Thanks for being on here
Thank
with
you,
us.
Robert.
yeah.
You're awesome.
Robert's been very supportive and given a lot of input into this, which we really appreciate. So, and then
Well, it's
Matthew's been
also
working
fun
like
watching. Yeah, it
so,
was awesome watching him post all the stuff. Like he was like a semi-founding member by letting us test what went viral and what didn't. Because he's just some people are like, I don't want to use certain posts, right, for my image. My dad's not that way. He's a guy in a Hawaiian shirt, so he's like, if I'm in a UFC match, which will come out later today, and I'm sure he'll post. If I'm in a UFC match, then I'm totally fine with posting that. So
No, listen, guys. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll end the recording here, but we'll stay on for questions and things, right?
cool.
Because looking at the questions are more for like people already using it and stuff. So
Hmm.
so thanks for watching. If you want to, you've seen what it can do, right? And a network marketing business. If you're network marketing, I've been involved in a few. They always die from the bottom up because people don't promote, right? You're
Right.
reliant on the people in your business to promote, right? You can now show them an easy way that they can at least get a baseline level of promotion done that will get better and better the more they use it. It takes literally 15 freaking minutes once you've set I set a brand new account up today and I think it was less than 20 minutes to go through all the questions and stuff. The more you give it, the better it will be, but it learns as it goes. So if you and remember 35% commissions, 3 and free, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an AI tool you can get for free with just 3 referrals. So if you're an affiliate marketer, biz op, network marketing, fantastic. A lot of us are just as excited to go out to the pizza place, the barber shop, the fitness coach, the dog walking business,
Mm-hmm.
those sort of places. Some of them, the profit margin is just simply not there to pay a social media manager
Yeah,
$1,500 to $2,000. It's
Hey,
just
thanks so
not
much,
there.
guys.
that's
I
so
got to
true.
run. My battery's about out, but
All right,
I
Denise.
really, really appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you,
Have a
Denise.
great
Denise.
Thanks for
day.
coming on.
Bye.
Cheers. So, there's a lot of things we can do here with Posting Pilot. So we'll end it there. There'll be a link below, and we're all going to stay on for questions, but I'll end the recording there. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate you all.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much.